You realize what's going on? Or at least what has happened?
Huh. Can we make it blue?
No. Have you realized what happened when we went through the gate?
We went into the past?
Uh-huh. This sapling is full grown in the present. Very massive. This is the past where it was first planted. And this right here is little Sakura.
No way.
I love the little theme they have. It's so cute. Wood sprites, that's what they're called. Not like a spirit, but a wood sprite. Little Sakura before they were full grown.
That's so cute.
Issun's a bit dumb.
I mean, if it ain't tits, he's not falling for it.
So because we're far in the past, this is like 100 years ago. These guys can see Ami's markings because they're spiritually in tune with everything. However, this is also 100 years ago, back when Ami first was dealing with the true darkness. So as you can imagine, that's not a good sign. Because the full moon was when Ami essentially fought the previous darkness and perished. Yeah, so that's Mr. Orange's ancestor. Issun is still dumb. I know Ami definitely at least understands that this is different. The map still work here? Yes, it does. Interesting. Hey, soon I don't even know why you try. I think this is the guy we actually need to speak to. Glad I soon finally got it. Man! I don't do a lot of damage to you! With all the crap I got, how do I not... Oh, I'm... Ooh, jeez. Okay, yep, you're a formidable warrior, got it. You do a lot of damage! I need to... Oh, I see why you're also doing a lot of damage. I don't have Beast active. Also... I'm gonna have to fight sword with sword. If I really want to take big chunks off of your health... Need to heal. I had to switch to a sword to deal with this guy, because... You know what I find cool about this concept?
Oh.
Is the fact that we get to actually see what happened in those events all those years ago. Because they're doing this. We don't just get to hear it from the story or the lore, we get to see it firsthand. And that's what I think is really cool. I like how Isun's at least trying to be smart. He's trying to follow the legend the best he can, but there's a huge factor that nobody's considering about where the fuck the other version of our Ami is. There's that crucial detail. Ishun!
Oh,
I'm
man.
skipping over your horniness! Can it!
Soon.
Ugh! I was just trying to get across the water. Can I just use my brush ability? No. Don't tell me this is gonna be impossible because I don't have a fucking controller. Alright. Hey guys, I know this might seem as a bit of an odd reason to record, but if you saw the previous video or version, whatever, long story short, I was struggling with a controller issue where basically instead of being able to, like, the thing is, usually I'd run around like this, with the keyboard. However, I needed to do what a keyboard couldn't, and that is simply this: walking. A 5-second stealth mission that's right over there, and I could not do it because I had a keyboard. So I spent 3.5 hours trying to troubleshoot and gave up, and then finally got an Xbox controller that is compatible for my computer simply because of this. Now, that doesn't mean I'm just going to use this controller and get rid of it. No. Basically, what's going to happen is the fact that I am going to use this controller for a lot more of my games that are controller wise, like games that require a controller. So I can actually, function with the controller. I also changed my setup temporarily just so I can have this. I can also do first person easier. I can pull up the map easier. I can pull up the brush so much easier. I can also dodge a lot easier. I can also pull up all this stuff a lot easier. This was also giving me some issues earlier, but you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, instead of Gypsy like I had earlier, because I'm just recording for like a short bit, I'm actually gonna bring up a timer. Yeah, I'm actually gonna put a timer on my phone for about like 30 minutes because all I'm wanting to do is just collect about 30 minutes worth of footage and then we're done. Because all of my videos on my YouTube channel are all an hour long. I only have an hour and a half worth of footage. So the last 30 minutes will actually be joined by my living partner, Ink.
So, I mean, hey, of my sensational fans.
It's late. It's really late.
It's fine.
Anyway, let's see. My A and B buttons are weird. My A button is the bottommost button, whereas the B button is the rightmost button. It's weird.
Get used to it.
I'm struggling to because it's fine with the jumping, but it's like they're all reversed compared to the normal controller. Anyway, let's see this cutscene. As soon I don't care about your horniness. I accidentally ran. See, that was my issue. So I basically just need to walk like this. I don't know which button that is. Why is it triangle? I don't know what triangle is in this controller. This controller's got letters.
Ooh.
Well, I pressed one button, so I just gotta keep pressing buttons. That's bark. Maybe that button? Ah! I keep forgetting the stupid radius. I'm well aware there's like such a fine line between the walking and the running.
Oh, it's the A.
No, it's the Y button.
Oh.
For my controller specifically, it's the topmost button.
Huh.
That was all it took. And I had to get a whole new controller for that. To say I'm pissed is an understatement. Took those few damn seconds. Now we gotta just take him off elsewhere. I forgot this enemy was a thing. What? Oh, that's the button. I don't think you've actually really watched me play Okami. Maybe once. I know you popped onto the
Yeah,
streams
I
before, but I
popped
don't think you've
onto the
actually like
stream once.
gotten to watch me play it per se.
Yeah, no.
Eh! No! Dang it. Hi, Bramble. Why are you on my mouse pad? You wanna speak into the mic?
You know? I literally have like my mic's extension arm as far as it will go, and it reaches all the way to my bed.
Hmm.
Because I changed my setup specifically so I'd be sitting on my bed. Because the cable's more than long enough for this. Bramble's having zoomy moments now.
Oh, that's cute.
It's actually easier to do a lot of the controls with a controller. Definitely a bit odd after having gotten used to a hold on, I need to readjust
So
this cable.
a thing that I didn't get was what you were doing in the beginning. So you were stealing robe to do what?
So the story sorry. Readjusting something and accidentally bumped my mic, like usual.
Because what I'm what I'm getting from this
So,
is you made the man cross-dress.
well, the thing is, the story is the character on our back, Nagi. Basically, he purposefully put on a robe to trick the multi-headed dragon into thinking he was like the sacrificial offering, and instead challenged him with the sword and slew him.
Oh,
So it was like, the typical trick nonsense. Kind of like a reversed Mulan almost.
huh.
That's like the best way to explain it, but basically, we went back in time. We beat him up because we didn't realize what was going on, realized our mistake, and are now trying to keep history stable? Because if we keep history stable,
Then maybe we can actually, not cause time and space to erupt.
Hmm. Okay.
yeah, so that's basically that.
Sorry, I was like readjusting volume stuff.
Still making a man cross-dress though.
I know, but he cross-dressed himself in the past. We're just keeping it to history.
I don't got time to deal with you guys.
I will use the exorcism slips if I just don't want to bother. I don't have the mental patience after the 3.5 hours of anguish I dealt with to deal with fighting these guys.
Ah.
After 3.5 hours of fighting everything, I don't have the patience. Now, if only I had a webcam. Oh well. Oh, I guess he's very picky. Which we're not ready for this. I already know that plot-wise.
Oh boy.
Plot-wise, we're not at all ready for this type of thing. I think, however, because we're in a timeline where we, at our peak, it also exists right now. If I remember correctly, I think that version is gonna come save our sorry hide.
Oh.
If I remember correctly. Fun fact, because this is the repaired temple, it's a straight shot all the way to the actual dragon himself. But in our area, this place is all decrepit because it's like 100 years later, after the original battle.
Oh.
Also, that being gold wasn't like that. I think it was like stone initially. I think. Alright, this guy. For your context, Ink, this guy we met in the snowy tundra.
Oh.
He's like half human, half animal. He can transform between man and wolf, essentially. He also can see the red markings Amaterasu has. Or Ami, as I call her. Because that's her nickname. And there's someone we were looking for. I like the
I
one
like
in the
how I'm
background.
confused.
One of the backgrounds just like, huh? What? Why are we up?
Yeah, it's like he was asleep. He's a lazy one.
Yeah. Lazy one trying to keep track of everything going on.
I feel like his voice would be down here.
So the sake essentially makes him drunk, which I'm gonna
As it
do.
does everyone.
The sake makes him drunk and weak of power. Hey, buddy, you're the water one. I prefer doing you first because you affect the entirety of the train. You're also really adorable. Remembering buttons is hard. It's one head down. What do you think about the style of fighting?
I think it's interesting.
Especially considering this is like one of those main boss buddies too. Why are you going in that direction? I was so close. I was. Abby, get off. Yeesh. So I only need 3 heads. So I'm gonna do the same ones again. As that makes sense. Come on, buddy. Trust me when I say fights, like, fights are a lot harder. They're just making this one relatively easy. Because this is one of the first few bosses you start with initially. And also, this fight is technically not even a real fight.
Huh.
Got it. Fire, where's water? Water area. Here you are, buddy. Hi, buddy. You're the most annoying to deal with. I'll do electric, buddy. I did not mean to slash. I meant to drag the alcohol into its mouth. Do I have? No, I do not. I need my power-up stuff. And there's that one down. Poison is the most frustrating to deal with, besides water. Poison and water are the two most frustrating, mostly because of lasting damage that poison does, and water just messing with the entire terrain. Almost! You gotta be joking. I got ya! I jumped up and I managed to get him last second. Hi, buddy. Alright, they mostly do their abilities in the first phase, not really in the second phase. It's not gonna let me actually win this fight, I remember that much. Because this is not my fight to win.
Sorry, I'm so quiet.
It's fine. I kind of know why you're quiet. It's late anyway. This fight alone is almost used up has almost used up the entirety of the 30 minutes I was planning anyway.
Oh, alright.
I still got a lot of heads to go through though, and then a whole cutscene, I know that, so gonna have to bear with me a little longer.
Alright. I usually do.
I don't know why the camera decided that. I don't need to go up on its head, I didn't realize you could.
But I can see why you say it's easy. Because,
Yeah, because the thing is, this is not even my fight to win. That's the thing about this. The original fight was a lot harder, and that's because you had a lot less health, you had a lot less idea of what you were doing. Since this is basically just a repeat of the original fight, I know what I'm doing. But it's also not my fight to win. So that's also why it's a little easier, because this is this guy at full power. Even though I'm kind of throwing him to the dust, the game isn't actually going to let me win. It's going to act as if I got my ass kicked. Because technically, Amaterasu is not at full power, but in this timeline, she actually originally was. So, because her original version, which is in this timeline, was at full power when fighting this guy, basically, we are not. We are nowhere near full power. So, I already know the fights, it's gonna make it look like we got our ass kicked.
Hmm.
Even though I did perfectly, it's still gonna make it look like I got my ass kicked. Gotcha! Yeah, it's gonna make it look like I got my ass kicked, I think. Like descendant, like ancestor. These two literally show very similar personalities.
Hmm.
Except at least this guy tries to show up.
You know, I would love to voice all of
And
these
just like
characters.
his descendant, both of them are goofballs. I know we helped him, but I mean... Don't pay attention to the weapon stuff.
Huh.
At the beginning of the game, I'd given myself all the weapons just so I could pick and choose.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so I already had it. You know, I thought it wasn't going to give it to me. I do remember a bit of a different ending.
Huh.
That might be um further into the game though. I just remember there was a point where it would not give me the battle.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the actual wolf. Look at the amount of markings on that one. This was Ami at their peak.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's Isun's grandpa, but when they were at their youth.
Oh. Okay.
We basically need to just go.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like how he calls him Gramps.
What's the one where it looks like the moon is covering the sun?
A solar
Solar
eclipse.
eclipse.
Yeah, so the day of darkness is essentially a solar eclipse.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, they say it. I could not remember if they say it. As cool as this music is, I'm saving and we're done.
All right.
We got over the amount of time I needed, but I don't care. I just wanted to get enough. I just wanted to get enough, so we got about 45 minutes. That's fine. Okay. Thanks for joining me on this for just the last 45 minutes to collect.
Yeah, no problem.
Anyway, we'll see you all later. Ugh.